Good afternoon, morning, or whatever you want to say, everyone. Might as well just say afternoon. This is Rooftop Sports, and here we are for some Mariners baseball, or shall I say, dead baseball, because the Mariners are now severely behind the Texas Rangers. They're now 2.5 games back, as the Mariners, they're 2.5 games back, and not only are they in the and how in Friday do they make a play like that? That's just stupid. Pizarro's an idiot. Anyways, I'm just looking at the highlights about Friday's game. It was very brutal, but the bottom line is Mariners are in a very dire need to win. And amazingly, if they win today, they'll be just 1.5 games back from the division. So they got to win both of these. They have to win both of them, or else they're going to be in massive trouble. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification, even hit the hype button when you get the opportunity. That will help grow this channel, as I am reacting and selling my soul to watch Mariners baseball while I should be doing other things like cleaning my room, I don't know, doing other work-related things. Don't quit your day job, work on my softball game, or just simply just rest and enjoy my Sunday. But nope, I am here for any of you venting Mariners fans that want to be there to basically vent and say how much the Mariners suck, because they really do. I don't know. You figure it out, Flicko the Switch Show. I don't really care about that button that much anyway. Texas, they're heavily favored to win. And anyways, let's go over the starting lineup for the Seattle Mariners. We got Cole Young, Julio Rodriguez, Dom Canzone, Randy Arozarena, Josh Naylor, Cal Raleigh, Luke Raley, J.P. Crawford, and Cole Emerson. I hate this lineup so much because J.P. Crawford should be the leadoff hitter, and Cole Young, he is the team leader in RBIs, and you're taking away his opportunity to drive in runs. I would rather put J.P. Crawford in there. I mean, his batting average is a little bit better too, so he's batting .220. I'd rather have Cole Young be more in the clutch and not be as a leadoff hitter. So I think this makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, you did. I'm sure you did flick this switch. I'm very happy you did. I'm very thankful you did. And the only thing I would ask is hit that donation button, help Rooftop Sports grow this channel in revenue. That's something you could do, the Flicko, the Switcho. Yeah, Seattle Archive says failure of a team. This is a failure of a team, just embarrassing. Yeah, it's just absolutely embarrassing. Flick of the Switch says, here's the deal. Oh, you're so excited for this game, Missing Piece? Woo! Yeah, let's go, Mariners. Let's get our butts whooped. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. I really do think deep down the Mariners are absolutely dead meat. Like this game, like games like this are not even fun at all. It's just really painful to watch a game like this. Like, why do I even do this to myself? And the worst part is Jacob deGrom is up. But in his last 3 starts, he does have a 7.47 ERA. So maybe there's a factor on that. I don't know. But I wouldn't really count on it, to be honest with you. All right, the team is playing like ownership has already plugged into the season. So excited for this game. No, you're not. It spells a lack of actual hitting ability on this team. Young and Naylor are the only guys who don't strike out every game. Neither is particularly good at this bat. I mean, Young is the only one that's good on this bat. And we have to face off the Dodgers, the best team in baseball, after this. If we can't win against the mid-division, then we will get beat by LA. They will get swept by LA. I would bet everything that they have received news that they won't be adding to the roster. Pretty unlikely they will add to this roster, unfortunately. Go M's! Yay! Yay! No, I have a better idea. Watch this. The world's smallest violin. I love this. This is my birthday present my cousin gave me. It was awesome. But the only thing I'm expecting is for the Mariners to go and lose really badly, especially against Jacob deGrom. And then we have another game tomorrow. Why do we need? Oh, well, you know what? It's good because maybe the Mariners can actually salvage this and at least split this. No, they won't. So I figured I'd use my Bet 365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under. Did you win? Well, let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas. $10, get $150 bonus. I got a violin. I got this for my birthday, Flicko. They saw the Nats picked an injured Connolly early over Emerson Hancock for Curtis Mead. He's not going to get us any impact, so likely no one. Yeah, just depressing. Getting ready for that first pitch in just moments. I'll be very excited after this game is over, especially after the Mariners get absolutely annihilated by the Rangers. Alex Hoppe is being called up in the slot arm we needed. Surely the roster will move. Surely the roster move will save our bullpen for the season. World Series, baby! Man, Mariners are 51 and 54. By the way, this is my 54th show of the season. 54. Doing the fan base a favor 54% of the time. With a home run in his career off of Jacob deGrom, who has been vulnerable this year in the first inning. The Mariners are hopeful they can. All right, Jacob deGrom, 7-6 with a 3.76 ERA. And here we go. We're getting close. But the injuries have kind of sucked up. That ERA right now at 3.76. Started 19 games so far this season with a record of 7-6. His pitching arsenal is a four-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and a curveball. He throws at 97 miles an hour at 42%. And he's got the slider, a changeup, and a curveball. On this Hall of Fame Sunday. Now here's Cole Young. And this first pitch is going to be brought to you by SeatGeek. And now, here is the first pitch. And that's going to be a foul back, and we are underway here at Globe Life Stadium here in Arlington, Texas, near Dallas, Texas. We'll get Donovan back as our offensive upgrade. Classic BS sandwich served by Dipoto on the ownership. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to right. It was nicely hit, but it went right to the right fielder. Brandon Nimmo that was, and that's going to be one away. Wonder if the Mariners bats are going to be a little bit more aggressive today, as Brandon Nimmo is playing right field. And now we got Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. That is the worst ERA in the first inning among any qualified starting pitcher. Now here's Julio. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a liner, and that's going to be a foul ball. This is such a pitcher thing, right? Especially the greats. It's get them early or don't let them settle in. Is that really true, though? I know that to say, okay, right? Like they're susceptible early, but I think with all the analytics that we have now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a blooper, and that's going to be caught by the shortstop, Duran, and that is going to be 2 outs already. Jacob deGrom is not even at 5 pitches yet, and we already have 2 outs. That is about half the outs per pitch. It's insane. So far, 2 quick outs recorded by deGrom. Now here's Canzone to the plate, and that's going to be right in there for a strike. That was a 92-mile-an-hour slider by Jacob deGrom. And now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball popped up to center field. And he's got there, makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. A very disappointing inning. 1, 2, 3 for the Mariners. And we're going to go into the bottom of the first inning. I think this team needs a pep talk. What do you say?
My point is it's across all Seattle sports. It's this idea, like people pleading 3-4 years ago to bring back Ichiro when Ichiro is like 93 years old. I'm like, no, I do not want to bring back Ichiro. Like Griffey when he's got a walker out there and he gives you a single every 60 games. Like the list goes on and on. Like people crying. Like Haniger comes back, and you think that we just signed a Hall of Famer. Like he was injured all of last year. He's like 33 years old. We trade for him, give up on Robbie Ray, which whatever, and all of a sudden, I swear, all of Twitter is like, "World Series, baby! Let's go! Let's go!" He was a negative WAR player for them last year, but because we love Hanny, baby. He's going to come and save the Mariners.
He ain't going to save the Mariners. He's already not going to save the Mariners. This is just embarrassing. Local media here in Seattle doesn't pay attention to these horrible aspects of our team. They always try to focus on any good thing when everything is bad. We need a sportscaster to vent. That's me, but I ain't going to work for that kind of culture because it's a toxic culture. And we are back from the break. Logan Gilbert's been having a good season with a 3.38 ERA.
Really sharp, had 20 swings and misses during that ball game. Ended up with 10 strikeouts. But this is what you want to be for a team. You want to be the stopper as a starter. Anytime a losing streak comes around your way, you want to be the one.
Now here's Jock Peterson. Now the pitch. And now here is going to be a base hit, and it's going to be a double for sure. And now he's going to go to second base, and now the throw to second, and that is going to be not in time. And what are you throwing at Julio? And Cole Emerson, what were you doing? I swear, Julio Rodriguez is the most overrated defensive outfielder I have ever seen. He has absolutely no throwing arm. Yes, he has range when he uses it. But this is pathetic. Now here's Wyatt Langford up to the plate. Yeah, he sure doubled all right. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Some damage last evening. He ended up with 8 hits between them.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. It's going to be 0-2 on Langford. And that's going to be a ball.
Despite all the injuries that they have suffered, they are top 10 runs per game this month. They're after the nearly 5 a contest. They're second in OPS. They hit the 5th most home runs. Schumacher, his ball club, who's had 1 injury.
Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a base hit. And that is no, that's not going to score anybody. But there's already a man on first and third with nobody out. Like, what is going on? And there's the thing. The Rangers don't even have Corey Seager and Josh Young. So how much more complicated can this be for the Mariners? They're literally downplaying their opponents. Like, this is absolutely pathetic. Now the pitch. And now here's the fly ball. And that's going to be to Julio Rodriguez. That's going to score in the run. And the Rangers already have a 1-0 lead. And thanks to that double that was given up because Julio really does not have an arm. Better look up the Julio Rodriguez baseball savant about his arm strength. Rangers already on the board 1-0. Mariners have yet to take the first lead of any game. I mean, it says he has a 92 arm, but I refuse to believe that. And he really does not have any range.
Fared too well against Logan Gilbert, though. Just 2 for 11. Yeah. Got a couple of home runs in there. If you go back to the start of game 2 against the Cincinnati,
Baseball Savant has Julio Rodriguez with a good throwing arm. If that was actually true, he would have thrown out Jock Peterson.
28 of 37 innings.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball.
That's not a good stat. They've left the five of that story in 5 of the last 37 innings, and that's been not only runs against the Mariners, but early, and even in some cases where it's not an extreme number of runs, the Mariners offense obviously has struggled to the level where they just can't come back.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball.
It feels like more pressure than ever for whichever Mariners starting pitcher is on the mound. Just you have to keep it close. From this Ranger ball club, when they score first, their record is really, really strong.
Now we're at 3-1. Nope, it's going to be throwback to first.
It seems like you're trying to climb the mountain every single game. Here in the first inning, you look up and the Rangers have already scored. With their struggles offensively, you're thinking, "Are we going to do it? Who's going to?"
Now even Dave Valley is admitting that the Mariners don't really have a chance.
Just carry the team. Could be Julio, could be Cal. Just not driving the baseball right now. We're going to do the captain memo.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be fouled again. Yeah, that's probably what it seems. Yeah, he has no accuracy. Yeah, I expect if I were the Mariners, I would just not even show up to Los Angeles. I would just forfeit all 3 games before they embarrass themselves. Get some rest. Don't risk injury. Now here is going to be possible double play ball. Nope. Throw to first. That's going to be in time. That's going to be 2 outs. Brandon Nimmo gets out. That was actually a very close play. Yeah, it's pretty much over already.
As opposed to trying too hard, kind of let that game. You hear phrases like "took the ball," let the game come to you, let the opportunities come to you.
And that's going to be inside for a ball.
Don't go out of your way to try more. Yes, if you're not a home run hitter, don't try to hit home runs. You're not going to be able to do it. If you're a gap hitter, stay there. Back the ball in the gap.
Now we're at 1-0. And the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 2-0.
If you look at the way the Mariners are constructed, and there are players who have complementary roles. Guys are born on base. base threats. Some guys are more gap. Some guys are more.
As now we're at 2-0.
But it has not gelled so far this year offensively.
And the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
I mean, looking at the lineup right now, as you're saying that, I'm thinking like Julio Rodriguez. What kind of hitter do you think he is? For me, he's a gap hitter when he's at his best. And yes, he'll hit home runs, but I don't want him going.
Now we're at 2-1.
I want him to think he thinks doubles in the gap all day long, because he'll get underneath one that normally wouldn't.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2.
Really good pitch there from Logan Gilbert at 98 to Burger. So they'll pull a name out of the back. I don't want him to be Dave Kingman.
Now we're at 2-2.
He went up there trying to hit a home run every single time.
And the pitch low for a ball. That's going to be 3-2.
More recent Rangers pull. Back-to-back 3-ball count from Gilbert. Runner at second is going for good speed there.
Now we're at 3-2. Now oh no. I don't know how that was not a balk though. Now we're at 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. That will retire the side. But however, the Mariners do suffer 1 run. And I think every time the Mariners give up a run, I think it's going to be 10 push-ups and 10 squats each.
Well, here for the runner, we go perpendicular. Mark that away. That's nothing. Took the heavy dog in the first one. They went vertical out of the gate. Then
All right, I'm back.
behind every DIY.
There's more help than you think. Sometimes help
is delivered.
Sometimes it's just a step away. Because doing it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
If you were gone. Yes. Say yes. Legendary moments stop at a light. It's Miller time.
Motion for life.
I guess so. At least you're getting health benefit out of these Mariners losses. Yeah, and I just started a Subway diet as of Friday, too. I think I've lost a couple pounds. And now we are back from the break, and now it is going to be Randy Arozarena up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. That's going to be 1-1.
As you watch Jacob DeGrom pitch, the mechanics that he has are just so short, simple, tight. That's one of the things why I think he has such great command. Even though he's throwing 98, 99.
Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be strike 2. Now we're at 2-2. It's going to be outside for a ball, 3-2. Good eye by Arozarena. As now we're at full count, 3-2. And the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Arozarena, Cal Raleigh, and Arozarena, Naylor, and Cal Raleigh will be due up next. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Seems like a good thing, given that 6-pitch first inning from DeGrom.
Now the 3-2. And that's going to be a foul ball again. Now we're at 3-2. And that's going to be a ground ball. And now throw to first. And Randy Arozarena doesn't even hustle.
It's a guy that can pretty much play any position out there to go along with that howitzer that he has for a right arm.
Now it's going to be Josh Naylor up to the plate. Mariners have been retired 5 in a row, and on pace, this could end up as a perfect game at this point. Now here's Josh Naylor to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be just outside for a ball. And the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball. And that is going to be a base hit. And finally, the first hit done by the Mariners. And let's give them a round of applause. And now we got Cal Raleigh up to the plate. And as we're waiting on Cal Raleigh, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the donation button, help to grow this channel. And now here is Cal Raleigh to the plate. And that's going to be a strike. And Cal Raleigh's been having by far the worst season of his career. He's batting just 163. At this rate, he may not even hit 20 home runs this season at all. As now we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. Way up and in for a ball.
One of the more talented left-handed starting pitchers you'll see in baseball. He went in game 1. That's a really good rotation on paper, but they haven't always pitched like it this year.
Now we're at 1-1.
You start from Eovaldi was just the 4th quality start this month for the Rangers. Second.
And the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. That's going to be 1-2.
Very well, all at the same time. Yeah. These guys certainly have the ability to.
Now we're at 1-2.
Great competitors in the game of baseball. Have a very strong.
And the pitch. Way up high for a ball. That is going to be 2-2. As now we're at 2-2. And throw back to first. It's going to be not in time. As we're at 2-2. Last year, the Rangers were somehow #1 rotation in baseball. And this season, they're only 21st. Shocking. It's going to be 3-2 for Cal Raleigh. If it was 3-0 with his caliber, I would just say just take the walk. And whoever is up next, it's going to be Luke Raley. And he's not really been doing much at all either. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He literally swung at an obvious ball, and that's going to be 2 outs. Now we got 2 outs and only Luke Raley up to the plate. I might as well start doing my 20 push-ups and 20 squats right now. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 1. Yeah, I don't think Luke Raley can really be on this team anymore after this season either. He's just not shown it at all that he can consistently perform for the Mariners. I mean, Mariners didn't really use him last year at all either because of the injuries. Now it's 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
I know he's lost a number of years because of the injuries. But you bring up a point. I'm really curious.
Now we're at 0-1.
In the Hall of Fame. In this era of pitching, you have to recalibrate.
Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's going to retire the side. And now we are going to go into the bottom of the 2nd inning with a man left on base again.
Together that's right with your Southern California Chevy dealers. Great news. I'm prescribing you Icotine, a new kind of treatment for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Just 1 pill, once a day.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right?
I meant
The results? Icotine.
At this rate, I think I'm going to be losing I might actually lose weight. Oh my goodness. It just keeps getting worse, doesn't it, for the Mariners? Actually, hold on. I don't want to talk right now. Let me go on a commercial break. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code ROOFTOPSPORTS to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you.
Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this. More of what matters most to you.
And we are back from the break.
A quick roster move the Mariners make today in the bullpen, trading righty provided Alex Hoppy back to the team. Recall from Triple H Filman and Nick Davila.
Now the pitch. Now it's going to be ground ball, and that's going to be a foul ball.
Hoppy back with the team, 21 appearances this year, earlier with the Mariners. Again, was the same. Just needs a fresh arm in the pen. Davila going an inning and a third last night. So Hoppy back there, back in the pen and available tonight. Yeah, thank you for the update, Brad. Hoppy's got good stuff. We've seen it. Power ball, good breaking ball as well. Trying to throw more strikes.
Now we're at 0-1.
Have one more game here tomorrow, more day baseball than 3 games at Dodger Stadium.
And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
And then tough Mariners come home without a day off. Those 3 games against the Twins before a day off.
Now we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball, 1-2.
Thursday in LA. Then the Mariners come right back on Friday night. It's about what 3:30, 4 a.m. Back in your bed.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. That's going to be one away. And it gets even worse for the Mariners because even after the series, after the Mariners are going back home against the Minnesota Twins, it gets even worse because the Mariners don't have a day off and the fact that the LA game is going to be at 7 rather than like an afternoon game, they are going to be forced to go on a plane at around like 10. So they're going to be landing at around 4 a.m., you would think, which means they're going to get close to no sleep at all. So I would think that they all also already lost. They're already going to lose the game on Friday because they won't even be well rested. Now you also want to take a look and see what this Twin schedule is too. Something I'm very curious about. They at least get an afternoon game. So I think they're going to lose on Friday. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2.
When your starting shortstop goes down, you just want someone who can play some. Not really counting on any type of offense.
Now we're at 1-2. And the pitch. Way outside for a ball.
Corey Seager is getting issues that it seems like bothers him the most when he runs. So they have continuously working him out on the field to try to see how that back feels for them.
So now we're at 2-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
We've seen him working out early in the last couple of days here at Globe Life Field.
Now we're at 2-2. And time has been called. Cal Raleigh's to have a little chat with Logan Gilbert as he's really struggling in the pitch count badly.
It's an interesting visit. I'm a little surprised by this early in the game. With Ricky Lopez up at the plate. I don't know if they pitch that situation. Running out of time. Yes, it is certainly timing otherwise, but it's like 2-2.
Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to J.P. Crawford. Throw to first. That's going to be in time, and that is going to be 2 away. 2 up and 2 down.
Register today.
Now here's Smith up to the plate, Josh Smith. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Smith is the Rangers' opening day second baseman and struggled so much this year that they optioned him down to AAA. Been optioned twice. He was just recalled.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball.
On the injured list for the cap issue. Back up. He's had some really nice career with the Rangers, but struggled mightily this year. Just at second base to begin the year. 2 seasons ago, he was a all over the place utility man for the Rangers. But he excelled in that role.
And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young, and that is going to be in time, and that is going to be the 1-2-3 inning.
One thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1800 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you heard this summer. Now it's time to go get together. Let's drive to your Southern California Chevy.
And bad news. Looks like it's the Houston Astros just tied the Chicago White Sox to make it 2-2. They have just tied the game. So that's not going to help us any further. But hey, it's up to the Mariners if they want to help themselves. But they haven't shown that at all.
Who also has a proven safety profile with Icotide patients reporting side effects at rates similar to placebo. Oh, patient brochures. Do you want one? Increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them may occur before treatment. Your doctor may check you for infections, TB, if you need a vaccine, or have kidney problems. Icotide. Ask your doctor if it's right for you. You're unbelievable. Behind every DIY.
It's more help than you think.
Sometimes help is delivered.
Sometimes it's just a step away. Because do it yourself
Doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
what you were gonna.
And now we are back from the break. Got Jay Buhner joining the crew.
It looks like that one. Hello. It looks like me and you got the shirts wrong again. We got rid of the right. Oh, no, you're right. We did. We don't have. It's all good.
Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Oh, looks like it's 3-3, and Taylor Trammell did it again with a homer. Wow. What's with these former Mariners performing? They desperately need that W for sure. And now the pitch to JP. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. And this game continues to be just flat out unwatchable. Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. That's going to be 1-2.
That's actually, I just got back from doing it.
Now we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball.
What it is when you sit on a riffle trying to get that one fish. It's like a soft spot. And you got that one big boy that's just coming up with Will that's sipping, and you'll sit there.
Now we're at 2-2. Low for a ball. That is going to be 3-2 now.
Somehow, somewhere. So the reason I asked is because 3 years ago, I had a conversation with David Brown, and he was telling me about one of his houses.
Now we're at 3-2.
You know what he likes to do? He likes to go in the
Now the pitch. And that's going to be a towering pop-up. And he makes the catch. That's going to be one away.
Murky water. And I'm like, what about the alligators? We got spotted. Because they don't bother me. We got spotted. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like that? Like this guy. Yes. That's what he does for fun. Well, so is Big Ben. Ben does the same thing. Ben McDonald.
Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive caught. And that's going to be 2 outs already.
Not just the gators, it's the water moccasins, it's the rattlesnakes. People think rattlesnakes don't swim. And we won't watch it. Have you ever done this thing called noodling? Years ago,
Years ago, I tried it once. You gotta try it once.
Oh, I would never.
But it's think about this.
Would I ever?
You reach down in there, and that catfish is 60 pounds. And it gets
Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
You can take it with it.
I mean, is it like
Some
wearing
places,
gloves?
some people don't. No, they just go in there straight in. I mean, they pull your arm out. And, yeah,
You will whip it up before.
it's fun. The crazy stuff.
Now we're at 0-1.
All right.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is going to be strike 2.
Things that will. I mean, think about it. You're down something and you're reaching under, and all of a sudden you're wiggling your fingers, and something grabs a hold of your hand. You're like, oh my goodness, what's that? Pretty awesome. Try it. No, you may like it. Aaron, would you ever? Oh, look at it. He's not going to get his hair wet. Ain't no way he's going to get it.
And that is going to be 0-2. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Said by the great Howard Lincoln, the goal of the Mariners is to not win the World Series. It is to field a competitive team year after year, to put itself in position to win a World Series, and hope that at some point that happens. Now we're at 1-2, and that's going to be a foul ball. Yep, it has definitely been passed on to the next executives, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the problem is it only takes one mistake, and it could be a bad mistake.
We're at 1-2, the pitch. And now it's going to be fly ball popped up into left center field. Actually, they're still running. It's still going. Nope. Oh, he drops the ball. Evan Carter dropped the ball. And now Cole Young's going to go to third base, and the throw to third, clearly not in time. And the Mariners just caught a break, as that was supposed to be a routine play. And Cole Young finds himself at third base. I think that's going to be an error. Mariners really caught a break. Now it's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate, and Julio does not have to hit a home run. Not at this time. They're actually crediting him with a base hit. They're calling it a... It's considered a triple still. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be popped up and fouled. All DeGrom has to do is just throw sliders down and away. That's literally all he has to do. Looks like there's a new bat for Julio Rodriguez on the way.
The Mariners have had little to no power in this series. No home runs, of course. That's just the fourth extra base hit in 3 games for the Mariners.
See if DeGrom tries to get in there and get him again like he did first game. We were talking earlier about somebody's got to step up.
Now we're at 0-1.
Where you got a chance to get DeGrom for somebody to come through.
Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to left field. Please drop. Please drop. Is that going to drop? No, it drops, and that is going to be a base hit. That was trapped, and now the Mariners have just tied the game at 1-1. That was just pure luck. Mariners literally scored on pure luck, and now the ball game is tied, and the Mariners are back in business. Oh, my goodness. That was just absolutely pure luck. Man, that really should have. I can't believe they finally tied. Now here's Dom Canzone. What can he do? I think he's just going to let it loose. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be a strike. As now we're at 0-1. He wants to hit one in the gap. That's what Jay Buhner says. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Just undisciplined swinging by Dom Canzone. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that is going to end the inning. Way to just break that momentum, and he makes the catch. But the good news is I don't have to do any push-ups or squats. But you still deserve this, Dom Canzone. And now here is the 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
I mean, he literally just swing. He
Oh my
literally
God.
just swinged
None
at the
of those
dirt.
were in the strike zone.
It wasn't even in the strike zone, and he just swinged it. Like, why?
Like, literally, that wasn't Taylor Scott being good. That was just
really
you just
bad.
swinging at crap.
Oh my goodness.
Great coverage, great savings. Hurry into the Ram Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Now get 15% off select Ram 1500 models, plus no payments for 90 days. And get it all back by America's Best Powertrain Limited Warranty. Don't wait. Get a great deal during the Ram Make This the Summer event. Nothing stops Ram.
During the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 15% below MSRP for an average $13,300 below MSRP on the 2026 Ram 1500 Limited. See your SoCal Ram dealer.
Behind every DIY,
There's more help than you think.
sometimes help is delivered.
Sometimes it's just a step away. Because do it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
If you were gone,
Or something that no one had ever seen before.
Into the QuickBooks.
Why are they showing Andrew Jones? Hit two home runs in 96, and they're showing Hall of Fame. But what does that got to do with the Mariners?
the youngest player, the homer in the Fall Classic. Simic was the previous holder of that spot.
Well, you talk about special. Well, he covers some ground. There are guys who just made the play center field. He was definitely one of them. Good to see. Boy, that line too was talk about talent.
That great lineup.
Them in Cleveland, look back at small time lineups, you're like, Yankees.
Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Teams in the 92, they were running on the bench as well. Guys like
Super Strawberry, Tilly.
Yeah, he still might be a platoon, but I know.
wasn't this
Rayleigh's replacement before Jerry realizes that Rayleigh is cooked. Yeah, they really need a replacement for Luke Rayleigh. He's just not going to do it. Now it's just going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a foul ball.
you talk about Jones being born to play center field. Is there anything besides just the obvious range difference, center field compared to corners?
Now we're at 1-2.
This is the separator between a guy who's in center versus somebody who's in left or right.
For me personally, he just made everything look easy, no matter where.
Now we're at 1-2.
With Carter right there, that he didn't get. Andrew Jones is like making that look easy. Him and Devon White would cover ground like guys. It was unbelievable.
Now it's 1-2.
That's a great point because
Now the pitch.
we'll try to time
Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3, and that's going to be one away.
Jones. Dave Anderson was right there too. I heard he like hit a ball. He brought to the spot. He like waiting for it. And it was just almost deflate you as a hitter. Like just clutch that ball. And he was just like waiting for the ball to come down. And as opposed to, just the timing of it.
Yeah. And then they would their first steps. It was amazing.
Now here's Jock Peterson. Now the pitch. And now there's going to be a fly ball to left field. And Rosarena makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 away.
Even if it was over the wall, just climb the wall like spider. It's just those guys were incredible. Kirby Buckley. There's a lot of
Wyatt Langford is now up to the plate. Now there's already 2 outs. Thank goodness. I mean, what are you going to really get out of Luke Rayleigh and Dom Canzone, though? Oh, Canzone said he was close to that guy? That's not good. They fired the wrong guy, probably. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And talk about another 1-2-3 inning as he makes the catch. And that is going to retire the side. Next is going to be Randy Arozarena, Josh Naylor, and then Cal Raleigh. They will be the next guys. Have to no workouts so far have to done yet. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
I don't know what you could get for either or both, but this is his peak. I don't see Canzone doing any better. That's a fair point. But yeah, Mariners can't just settle on someone like Dom Canzone. I think that's the best that we have possibly seen.
Mariners TV is presented by Nintco, the insurance you get for more.
Now here's Randy Arozarena to the plate. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Strike one, ninth pitch at bat for Randy. Slam up, ground it out short.
And now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball.
Yeah, so early Andrew Jones' career with the Atlanta Braves, as you mentioned, he's a center fielder. Bobby Cox felt like he didn't give him 100%. He kind of lacked basically.
Now the 1-1. And that's going to be outside for a ball.
Must be tired. I'm going to take it out. He sent somebody out there mid-inning. Jones had to come off the field.
That's not the way guys all you want.
And as Andrew Jones will tell you, like that was.
Now we're at 2-1, the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike, but he's going to challenge the call. But knowing the Mariners' luck, that's probably still going to be a strike because it looked pretty darn close. It's probably going to be a hairline. Nope, that's going to be a ball. So I think that's going to be a 3-1 count for Randy Arozarena. A little bit lucky on the call, if you ask me. Now the 3-1. Swinging. Why are you swinging at that? Randy, you idiot. You could have gotten a walk. Now it's going to be popped up to right field, and that's not going to drop. That's going to be a foul ball still.
The area for the foul ball. It's interesting how those things can really indelibly change how you approach things. When I was managing in Everett, we were on our road trip. We were in Tri-Cities. I'll never forget this. And the bus is at 3 o'clock. So I'm on the bus at quarter till. Clock turns to 3, and I said, "Okay, bus, let's go." And he goes, "No, some of the players aren't here yet." I'm like, 3 o'clock, start the bus. We're leaving.
And now the pitch. And that's going to be fouled again.
And he pulls over. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Let's go." So we get all the way to the ballpark. And I think it was like 6 guys were sleeping.
Now we're at 3-2.
So they got there. They all came.
Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball right to the third baseman, throw to first. And he gets off the bag. But he still gets him out, and that's why, Randy, you need to hustle. If Randy hustled, he would have reached first base, considering after a bad throw by the third baseman. And who is the third baseman? I am not happy about this. That was a play by Josh Smith, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, another base hit by Josh Naylor. And now it's going to be Cal Raleigh up to the plate with one out, but you could still be risking the double play.
See if he gets stopped over there, gets a walking lead and takes second. But pay more attention, that's for sure.
Now here's Cal Raleigh, the dumper, up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now it's going to be 0-1 for the dumper. And now here's going to be a fly ball, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And that's going to be runners on first and second with one out. And it's going to be Luke Raley up to the plate. Yep, that's not going to be good. Oh, crap. Now here's Luke Raley up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
That's a natural reaction. Want to try to do a little bit more, struggle a little bit. It's only natural. Instead of staying in your lane, just doing what you're capable of doing. Sometimes you press a little bit. So how you talked about this actually in the first minute, but
now we're at 0-1. The pitch. And swing and a miss as runner goes. Looks like runners did go, it looks like. Nope, nobody went. And that's going to be 0-2. And the 0-2. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Personally, I think Luke Raley with his elbow pads, if he has one, yes, he does. He should have took one for the team. Load the bases for J.P. Crawford, I think. So now we're at 1-2. Now we're at 1-2 still. Luke Raley really does make me nervous. He's working on a 1-2. It's going to be 2 outs in just a few moments. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Get Luke Raley off of this team. A half-ass swing, not even a good effort. Like, what kind of swing was that? Now we got 2 outs. Like, what is going on? Like, how is this even possible? Now we got J.P. Crawford. He's not going to do anything. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. As now we're at 1-0. So now we're at 1-0.
You know, that great pitcher's pitch. Sometimes you go up there thinking he's got this.
That's going to be up high for a ball. See, JP Crawford's even doing a better job with this at bat.
Just trust them. Your eyes will adjust to the pitch you're supposed to. So it's a brutal from a practical standpoint. You just said about pitcher's pitch. So you don't go up against the ground and go, I'm just looking for the side.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. You should have challenged that, you idiot. No, you don't want to. You just want to be a baby about it. Now we're at 2-1. And the pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. 3-1. I know it's not 3-0, but I would definitely just do the red light because I don't trust JP Crawford to get a big hit. I would rather give my chances on Cole Emerson, although he's not doing that well either. Now it's going to be 3-1. Now the pitch. That was a ball! What is up with the Mariners swinging at obvious bad pitches? Like, what is up with this? And we're going to get a strikeout, aren't we? We're going to strike out. It's going to strike out. Watch this. I have a magic trick. And a 3-2 pitch. And that is going to be strike 3. Oh, my goodness. I did it with my eyes closed. And that is going to retire the side. And I owe 30 push-ups and 30 squats. I literally called that strikeout live play-by-play with my eyes closed on JP's strikeout. I literally did it with my eyes closed. Let's do this again.
The results? Icotype provides powerful stimulants, and I've seen my patients achieve completely clear skin. It also has a proven safety profile with Icotype patients reporting side effects. At rates similar to placebo.
Yeah, see?
Oh, patient brochures. Do you want one? Increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them may occur before treatment. Your infections, TB, or have kidney problems. Icotype. Ask your doctor if it's right for you.
You're unbelievable.
Behind every DIY
It's more help than you think.
sometimes is delivered.
It's just a step away. Because do it yourself does not mean all by yourself.
What you were
Was something that no one ever seen before.
And we are back from the break.
Florida, you will find the mid-major program of Stetson University, and they have produced 3 really great starting pitchers. Looking at the highest wins above replacement out of Stetson. Well,
Bases loaded for this year's undercooked Colt. Would have been a Mariners moment waiting to happen, to be fair. I guess so. But this is really pathetic. Now we got Duran up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
so Stetson mascot, they are the Stetson Hatters. John B. Stetson, who invented the cowboy hat in the 1860s.
Now we're at 0-1.
To DeLand, Florida.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be ground ball. Throw to first. That's going to be in time. And that's going to be 1 away. Momentum is clearly not shifted in the Mariners' direction. The Rangers are still heavily favored to win this game, especially with Jacob deGrom pitching.
And the university, as a thank you to John, Change their mascot to the Hammers. Very nice.
Something new every day.
Now here's Brandon Nimmo to the plate. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball.
No, I got to be a couple.
Traveling with them is tough. It's a pain in the neck.
Now we're at 1-0.
That's a great point. How do you sit on the plane with a what have? Another great point.
You put it in the overhead, and you make sure that it's on top of your backpack.
There you
Make
go.
sure that there's other bags up there so it doesn't get squished. So that's your pride and joy.
Now the pitch. And did he go? He did not go.
Straw. Talking about a straw hat, they're about 150 to 250, and maybe more now. Whereas if you're talking beaver, man,
Now we're at 2-0.
yeah, they could be thousands, 20x, 50x, 100x.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike one.
So what's your favorite?
I love my straw, especially here. You don't get a chance to wear the other ones very often unless you dress up or dress down. But that's a straw to be it is. That's a little more good of the ball.
Now the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 3-1.
I've been there, done that. Had my days. But every now and then you take mom out on a date night. You gotta do it. But look right there. That's a beautiful day.
What's more important, bell buckle or the head?
Now we're at 3-1. The pitch.
It's all gonna match. Just gotta go.
And that's going to be a strike. And didn't have time to challenge it either. Because Nimmo thought it was a walk for sure. I thought so too. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball foul.
That's a good. So that's straw, right? So that's straw. Yes, sir. And so it's like breathable. Yeah, it's perforated. It's got the little holes. Everyone's kind of different, but and then it's about the band.
And popped up and fouled.
Dress it up, dress it down. The guys put,
They're going. He's got a little leather band.
Yeah, it's got the cross on there. Guys put, they'll stamp something on the side of it, or all sorts of little things.
I didn't know ladies had it too.
Absolutely.
Got a lot to learn about this town.
Now the pitch.
You live here.
There's going to be a ground ball off the ricochet. I don't think there's going to be enough time to throw to first. And that gets away. It was a great effort by Logan Gilbert, but Josh Naylor just wasn't paying attention at all. Or maybe it was just really that bad of a throw by Logan Gilbert, or a toss, but he really didn't have much time to get him out. That was a problem.
Race over there, having to slow down, get control of your body. That's an amazing effort right there. That's a smart play by Nails right there. Knowing it's up and it's gonna probably be safe.
And yeah, Logan Gilbert might just look shaken up after that too.
Now they're checking on Moore to see how he's doing. But see how
I mean, what was Naylor even doing?
that's never good.
And now Logan's starting to look shaken up. He's being checked right now.
Good opportunity just to give him a little bit of a rest after that play. The big tall body have to go down full speed, trying to scoop that up. Pretty athletic. Heck of a job. That's 10 in a row retired by Gilbert.
That was 10 in a row retired by Logan Gilbert.
Take a look at how he controls his body, having to reach down and flip all in one motion.
Flip the change up over there. That's what I mean by Nails. He's smart. He knows he didn't have a lot of yards. Not going to go too far away from him.
One here's Jake Berger.
Now here's Jake Berger to the plate. And that's going to be a swing and a miss.
Ball still coming out of his hand really nicely.
Now we're at 0-1. Low for a ball.
1 ball and 1 strike. About talking about how well the ball's coming out of Gilbert's hand. This noticeable trend for both of the sports seem below. 196 miles an hour on average for 15 starts. He's essentially been sitting at 97.
And outside for a ball.
Noticeable bump in velocity below Gilbert recently. I'd say you go with that extra 2 miles an hour. Just that little bit extra. Get it past good fastball hitters. When you tie that to that split finger.
Now we're at 2-1.
Coming out of the same arm. Had a boy stopping. Good job, Nails. Nemo was bouncing over there, getting a walk and lead, trying to time you. Nails yelled at him. He stepped off. Nice job.
And the pitch. Low for a ball. Now we're at 3-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Gilbert's fastball today is sitting at 97, so he's that friend alive here today.
Me and Cal working together pretty good. I think we're on the same page right there. They'll nod.
Now we're at 3-2. Low for a ball. And that's going to be ball 4. Take your base. Now you got men on first and second with just 1 out.
1 out and 2 on. Well, we hope you can be right at T-Mobile Park for a legendary gathering of Maryland Braves on August 8th. 50 season celebration night presented by Daktronics. Those icons like Griffey, Ichiro, many more will be at T-Mobile Park. Mariners all time to be unveiled. Mariners.com/50.
Mariners.com/50.
It's going to be fun. Looking forward to seeing a lot of those guys. That's a lot of a long time. But then again, I don't know who they're going to be.
Now the pitch. Low for a ball.
Even for you,
I promise you, I have no clue other than the Captain Obvious. I have no clue.
Bay-Hole Lee, is that who you're talking about?
I mean, it could be Storm and Norman. I mean, who knows who it's Nobody knows. And I've been trying to work Kevin Martinez.
Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. That is for sure going to score a run. And the throw to the plate, and that's going to be not in time. And now it's going to be a 2-1 lead, Texas Rangers. If I were Logan Gilbert, I would be heckling J.P. Crawford and Luke Raley for not giving any kind of run support. Like, this is just completely frustrating. This is absolutely hopeless.
That's going to bounce a few times. Yeah. And you got Nemo. Yeah. No chance. And Nemo is really good at his secondary leads. He's really good at bounce. I agree with you 100%. Come up, keep that guy. It's not feet on his feet.
Like, there's really no reason to be positive. Like, how can anyone even be remotely positive about this? Like, how can anyone?
But also, I will tip my hat to Luke right there going through the cutoff. He did come up like a strong throw through the cutoff. But I agree. At the end of the day, I would personally, I mean, you want to help the pitch out as best you can, but sometimes the game dictates you got to come out and do something.
Now it's Nicky Lopez to the plate. Gets to a point where this game is just completely unwatchable. And that's going to be a foul ball. I mean, at that point, when runners are on first and second, I wonder why Dan Wilson didn't even call the bunt. Put runners at third base, take more pressure off of J.P. Crawford. And now it's going to be a ground ball. This is going to be a foul ball.
Last night we did see the Rangers bunt with 2 strikes and Alejandro Pesina struck out. Is it a sacrifice situation? That's a 1. It's your manager. Take it over for Bruce Bochy.
Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball. No double play ball. Throw to no. And what was that? And that's now going to be another run scored. A terrible toss by Cole Young. And now it's going to be a 3-1 Rangers lead. I just cannot believe it. Like, at this point, how do the Mariners even win a game at this point? Like, is there a betting line to guarantee that the Mariners, they're going to for sure get swept? He tried the flip, and it just did not work at all.
Situation like that, are you going to turn to, or do you just make sure you get that out of check because of the effort that it took for you to get there?
But also, again, fast runner, you got to be quick. There's no time, no room for error. Both trying to be a first baseman, like they're 1 and out.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball.
Again, would have been another yard sale at second base.
Ball and 1 strike to Josh Smith.
Here's Josh Smith. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And yep, they're going to challenge it. That's going to be a ball for sure. He didn't challenge. The disrespect. Now we're at 2-1. And Logan Gilbert looking like he's going to balk every single time. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. Who's got it? And Julio makes the catch. And that's going to be 2 outs.
A pretty critical bat here. You got the number 9 hitting catcher, Elias Diaz, with top of the order and all the damage it has done. Peterson, Langford, a little bit.
It's just an absolute nightmare game for the Mariners. And then we're going to be going to Los Angeles after Monday, and we're going to get absolutely swept. And that's going to be a strike. The fact that the Rangers are not even challenging shows how much they disrespect the Mariners. Because they know the Mariners. Because now it's 3-1 as we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Check swing. He does not go. Now we're at 0-2. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nice play by JP. Throw to first. And that's going to be in time. And that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the fifth. And this game has absolutely just gotten out of control.
During the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 15% below MSRP for an average $13,300 below MSRP on the 2026 Ram 15 Limited. See your store Ram dealer. Good news. I'm prescribing you Icotine, a new kind of treatment for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Just one pill, once a day.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right?
I meant
The results? Icotine. Powerful skin. I've seen my patients. Also, safety.
Oh, I just did my push-ups and sit-ups.
Oh, patient brochures. Do you want one? Increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them may occur before treatment. Your doctor may check you for infections. TB, vaccine, or continued problems. Icotine. Ask your doctor.
It's just the absolute disrespect.
Sometimes no is delivered.
sometimes it's just a tap away. Because do it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
Like a game like this, it's just absolutely unwatchable. I mean, I've wasted so much time watching this team.
Michelin, motion for life.
And we are back from the break. So it's Hall of Fame weekend, so that's why they're talking about it. But why do we even care? I don't. Am I muted? I don't think I am. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Just continues to get very, very uninspiring of a game.
Special assistant to the New York Mets the last couple of years.
Now the pitch. And popped up. And what are you even swinging at? What is this? You're pitched. You're swinging right on the inside when it's clearly unswingable. Like, I play softball and I don't even swing at that crap. Like, what is going on? Does this team even care? Of course they don't. Because who wants to play under a moronic manager of Dan Wilson and a narcissistic GM or narcissistic executive in Jerry DiPoto and an absolute nerd tool of Justin Hollander? Who would want to play under this organization? And a narcissistic, pathological, lying owner of John Stanton? Who the hell wants to play for this team? I wouldn't want to play for the Mariners either. And if anything, the Mariners are lucky that baseball did not work out for me as a kid, because if I was a star on the Mariners, I would have punched Dan Wilson in the face by now for his incompetence. I would have trashed Jerry DiPoto's office by now. I would have trashed John Stanton's office. I would have taken a bat and smashed everything in his office. And I don't think there's any criminal charges on that, because I have millions of dollars to cover it anyway, assuming that I would be that good of a player. Now we're at 3-1, the pitch. And that's going to be a strike two. We're at 3-2. Like, who wants to do this? Now it's 3-2. And it's going to be foul ball. Now we're at 3-2. And the pitch. And fouled again. Like, do I really want to waste my time going through this? I'm only doing this for you guys. Now I think I'm going insane. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Unfortunately, all that combined has led to just one run for the Mariners, but there'll be a chance to give him that a little bit.
No, there's no chance. Shut up. That's going to be a foul ball. Now it's 3-2. And now it's going to be a fly ball to left field, but not deep. Of course he makes the catch. If that was against the Mariners, no one catches that. Oh my God. This is unwatchable. I am so close to hitting the end button. If that was against the Mariners, that drops. Now here's Julio Rodriguez and the pitch. And he swings like a complete.
These are the ones that are really hard to beat, right? And now the Mariners have
DeGrom is not an excuse. I don't care. Now here's Julio on an 0-2. And he's going to strike out. Watch this. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's going to retire the side. Oh, no. He foul ball. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And up high for a ball. Oh, just. And outside for a ball. And fouled again.
That's in the back of his mind a little bit right there, based on that approach.
Now it's 2-2. The pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 3-2. He might as well be a rookie at this point. A really well-established rookie. So now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And popped up, and that's going to be making the catch. That's going to be retiring the side. And why do I even care?
The one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 miles. With no payments for 90 days. Because you learned this summer. Now it's time to go get it. Together, let's drive to your Southern California Chevy dealers. A new kind of just wonderful once again.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right?
I meant
The results? I can tell provides.
This is not even healthy for me. This is like totally unhealthy. And if the weather was any little bit better, I'd be jumping on. Oh, what do we got here? Don't gaslight us on a strikeout. Dang. Yeah, that's how much of a dick I am.
Your doctor may check you for infections, TB, if you need a vaccine, or have kidney problems. Ask your doctor if it's right for you.
Behind every DIY
there's more help than you think.
Sometimes help is delivered.
It's just a step away. Because do it yourself
Doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
what are you working on?
Yes, maybe Genesis ever seen
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
3-week winter showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half. After this. And on Dix.com today.
Welcome back, Brad. I've been with you here at Texas at the Ford Sports Says. You know, talking to the Mariners about the first.
Like watching this has just been extremely depressing.
We have to be better. Talking with Emerson Hancock about the same situation. And he mentioned the same thing, and he said, you know, just one really game away from going on a streak.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Yeah, again, you're just one win away from going against a streak. Okay, are you going to beat the Dodgers? Okay, I don't care what happened with the Marlins. I really don't care. I care about now. I care about trying to win this game. No, this is not a 95 team. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
what's so magical is because every day it was every day. It wasn't the same guys. I mean, yeah, the superstars were coming up and getting some big hits and doing that. But man, it was a Richie Aaron, it was a Dutch Strange, and it was a pinch hit back then. There were so many different guys that were coming off. Alex Diaz, and these guys that
the Mariners are playing so bad that the Mariners media, including Jay Buhner, are talking about 1995. How much low can this get? Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-2 on Jock Peterson.
same holds true with the fans. You know, as we got into September, the fans, the tailgate parties get crazier and crazier earlier and earlier. And as a team, you feed off of that too. You have that man on your side. That ballpark.
Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young. Throw to first. That's going to be in time.
It was such a because let me tell you, see the goosebumps out of Brad. I mean, really, truly. I mean, the way that I know we talk about which we never talk about it. It's so special. The way we did it was unreal. I mean, it should be a movie. I mean, as far back as we were to come back from what we did, and our approach was, if we did lose a game, We looked at it like we ran out of outs, and I'm telling you, we were back to the ballpark.
Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball.
Nothing replaces that, buddy. You can't find him when you walk away from the game. There's nothing else. Getting on the tee box, that don't do it. As much as I like the trout fish, that don't do it. Nothing gets that adrenaline rush.
Maybe noodling.
Maybe. But that's what I try to tell these guys. Look, as bad as it is right now, embrace it. Embrace it. As crazy as it sounds, it makes you better.
I hate this whole positivity promoting crap. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball.
Oh, that helps it.
The final 60 games of the season, Edgar hit 351. The OPS.
Now we're at 1-1.
He hit 13 home runs.
That's okay.
Are you ready for this? He walked 46
And popped up and fouled.
38 times. Like, amazing.
And for those of you who don't know, with an eye condition, he was at the ballpark every day doing like 2 hours worth of eye exercises. I mean, the guy's amazing. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I've seen him in the cage. He can still rake. He's one of those guys that just is pulling the hit. And not very many this morning. Not very many right-handed hitters can do that now, right? All lefties are so great.
And low for a ball.
He always looks squishy. If I was one of the few right-handers just made it, I'm like, dude, you think it's easy? Try hitting with this. Come on. It's unreal. I had a front row seat to watch arguably 2 of the best. Edgar at DH and Junior in center field. Amazing. And actually 3. Big me. When he took the slide. There's a possibility he's going to throw a no-hitter every time he went out.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up.
Emerson is out.
And Emerson's there. Makes the catch. That's going to be 2 away.
I will tell you. Right at first. Traffic cop out. Thank you. Tickets on sale now for Mariners Legends Photo Day experience presented by Daktronics. You can lock in your chance to snag photos with franchise icons like Ichiro, Randy, King Felix, and the others. Sunday, August 9th, Mariners.com/business. So during that run in 1995, at that time I was a member of the Texas Rangers. Late in the season, we came in. You guys swept us, I believe, 4.
And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up to right field. And he makes the catch. And that is actually a 1-2-3 inning. And I got to go pee and give him a slow clap.
Interest in their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you learned this summer. Now it's time to go get it. Together, that's Friday, your Southern California Chevy dealers. Well, hammer the rudder, and we go perpendicular. Mark that a win. That's nothing. Took the heavy dog and plus money. They went vertical out of the gate. Then they got out maneuvers. Who believe? Charlie, is there our sides? Negative tower. This one is a go with Bet 365. I won the second day round. They don't hurt it. Behind every DIY. So it's delivered.
Sometimes it's just a temporary. Because do it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
What you were doing.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
Big Winner Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this.
Dealer owned the F-150 American Fence selling truck for 49 years. Made by Amazon. Spend less on your kids for back to school. Little dry cleaning going on. That's right over there by the left of the foul pole. I've never kind of figured this thing out. This is where you can order a custom.
Now the pitch to Canzone, and that's going to be a strike.
They got a few
What does a regular jersey nowadays go for? I have no clue. Because even better, what a base.
There's Canzone. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. Dom in the Canzone gets a single. DeGrom's getting near 90 pitches. Now here's Randy Arozarena to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled.
Edgar's numbers are just incredible numbers. You know, Junior came back in mid-August of that year.
Yeah, Richie throwing that boy was.
And when Junior came back, 10 home runs in his last 45 games.
And that's going to be a single. And that's going to be runners on first and second.
From August 1st on, let's call it final 60 games of the year, you OPS 937. You hit 23 home runs.
Hello. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
That's DeGrom.
A lot of money got stepped up, buddy. A lot of got stepping up. That's what made it so cool.
Alstrom is coming on. Naylor is due up next.
Naylor is up next. And now they just took out Jacob DeGrom for the bullpen.
History shows one move in July. Impact all of October. Strikeout number 13 for Quickly. Simply basketball. Who will be the missing piece that changes everything this year? The trade deadline, August 3rd on MLB Network.
Yeah, I have probably 30 push-ups and 30 squats incoming.
For the first time, MLB and T-Mobile offer you a chance to win trips to all 30 stadiums. Yes, all 30 games free. The views, this is so much fun. It's like food.
Fiesta here at the ballpark.
It's a vibe. The adventure of a lifetime.
No, the energy is not incredible at T-Mobile Park. It's a pure propaganda.
It's Miller time.
Bunch of Washington Florida dealers pitching matchup. Gilbert 5 innings, 3 runs. DeGrom done 5+. The 1-run, 7 hits. The Mariners do have 2 men on.
Mariners have 2 men on, but that's not gonna. It probably doesn't even matter. With Josh Naylor up, you can't really expect much out of him. Like, this is where Cole Young would have been much more useful. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be that's caught. That's probably no. That was a liner right to the second baseman. That's going to be an out already. And now we're at risk for a double play, and it's going to be Cal Raleigh up to the plate. And it makes you wonder what Cal Raleigh's going to try to do, especially for someone that can't even hit efficiently. Now here's Cal Raleigh from his what they're doing. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike one.
Started on time, still shuffle, staying in the legs a little bit more, forward or back.
Good spot for Cal right here, going over the wall. Talk about the lack.
And that's going to be up high for a ball.
Mariners have had still without a home run here in this series.
Don't get it right here. Get your belly button up there against that lefty. Everything's coming into be aggressive, let it rip.
Now we're at 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike two. Like, what is Cal Raleigh even doing? Now he's literally swinging at garbage. Now we're at 1-2 for the dumper Cal Raleigh. The pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike three. What are you doing, you idiot? You absolutely have no clutch. You have no heart. You're an absolute choke job. With two men on, now there's already 2 outs. When there was literally no outs. Like, what are they even doing? Oh, yeah, let's counter with a left. Woo! We're going to fight back with going with a garbage right-hander. Although Luke Raley is really bad, though. So there is that to a factor.
Everybody's on the same page. Are we talking about hotspot locations?
A situation like this, right? One swing in the back.
Now we got Weston Wilson up to the plate. He's absolutely going to do absolutely nothing. We all know that. With 2 men on, especially with Luke Raley just completely useless, I think we got to move on from him. We cannot have any more platoon players anymore. We need actual players. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Pathetic. Only a matter of time until a strikeout is to happen. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike two, literally at the middle of the plate, and you're not even swinging. What are you even doing? Yeah, it calls for time because you just want to delay the inevitable. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Can't dump in Wilson on good faith while Ref Snyder's still a Mariner, though. I'm dumping on everyone. Equal opportunity dumping. Now we're at 1-2. And now here's the pitch. Wait a minute, strike three. What are we even doing? Do you know why the Mariners suck? Because they didn't make any good moves. They let go of Jorge Polanco. They let go of Eugenio Suarez. And now they're playing with a stupid platoon ball that's really not working at all. What are we doing? Left 4 men on bases. Oh, I got to do my push-ups and sit-ups. I got to do 40 of these. 30.
During the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 15% below MSRP for an average $13,300 below MSRP on the 2026 Ram 1500 Limited. See your SoCal Ram dealer.
That's sort of big one with the bird. I want to second 8 legs. And I was, came down to a game in Detroit. Team's playing got in for
before, so I figured I'd use my Bet365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under.
Did you win?
Well, let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas. Bet $10, get $150 in bonus bets.
Behind every DIY.
It's more help than you think.
Sometimes hope is delivered.
Sometimes it's just a tap away. Because do it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
What are you working on?
This is $10 dots.
And you think of this last week. When you want an upgrade that actually feels like an upgrade,
After they get swept by the Dodgers.
to this day,
Yes, maybe Genesis ever seen that.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
June Winter Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half.
Straight switch Mariners. Weston Wilson, who pitches for Luke Raley, takes over for the Mariners right fielder. 3-1 Rangers. Bottom of the sixth inning. A nice start for Logan Gilbert. Easy pop up. Full numbers hit there. 1 away. That's it. Although, with my Philly style bonus jack combos, a new Philly Munchie Meal.
Now we got Jake Berger up to the plate.
Mariners have been obviously since the first day of June. If you just want to choose a clean timeline, they have had the worst offensive baseball. Teams down to a run game. If it's your home runs, it's a lower average, slugging for a lower percentage.
And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike.
Incredible run. The back end, the last couple of months, roughly in 1995.
Why are we talking about 1995? Nobody cares about 1995 anymore, Goldsmith. No one cares. And I don't even care about last season either because that's all in the past. I'm not reminiscing about it. Now the 0-1. And that's going to be fouled. And who's got it?
So here's the point. If the Mariners want to get from third place to first place,
Goldsmith, just shut up about.
thinks that they can be. You have to have. I mean, minimum 2 and preferably 3, right? You got 4 guys who you put on a bill. Julio, Cal, Randy. That's this year's version of the names that we were saying back.
Now we're at 0-2.
You look at it any way you want, those guys, they know it.
Now the pitch.
Got to do it.
And it's going to be low for a ball.
Go have fun and go do the job. Just go.
Now, to Randy's credit, he's been an all-star this year, right? He's been as consistent as
He's done what he's supposed to do. Exactly.
Actually, Randy hasn't done what he's been supposed to be doing today. He's been only 1 for 3. I mean, the Mariners are actually getting hits. They're just not scoring with runners in scoring position is the problem. Now we're at 2-2. I mean, yeah, I would forfeit the season too. Okay, again, Eugenio Suarez helps the culture and the leadership, so that would make everyone else do better. Just like last year, the Mariners were 32-20 after the Eugenio Suarez trade. Come on. No one sees that because they're so obsessed with analytics that nobody cares about. Now the pitch. And strike 3 called, and that is going to be 2 outs.
I will tell you what helps, though, is having other guys around you that are swinging a hot bat, so they kind of pitch around those guys to get to me, and I made them pay. You know, I mean, after a while, I started making them pay, so up to the next guy. Right. And the next guy made them pay. And that's what I said. That's what was so special about that group. It doesn't happen very often.
2 down, bases clean for Evan Carter.
Now here's Evan Carter to the plate. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
I think the point that I take out of all of that is, unless your big guys are producing, it's hard to put together.
When is the MLB trade deadline? Monday, August 3rd. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2.
It's been pretty because of what you just said. Yeah, exactly right. That's something they don't know too. Time to quit talking. Walk the walk.
Now we're at 0-2. And the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 1-2.
The pitching staff's been doing a heck of a job. They have been for years. It'd be nice to help them out a little bit.
Now the pitch. And that gets away. Put it this way, good vibes only is only necessary when you actually have the manager doing their stuff. Modern day job. I don't know. This is just depressing.
We often joke with Pete that he's either has the hardest job or the easiest job based on the quality of arms that he has.
Now the pitch. Low for a ball.
Yeah, well, those of us who hit this ballpark know they're here at what, noon every day. A lot behind the scenes goes into it. A lot of things.
We're at 3-2.
3-2.
And ball 4, take your base. Evan Carter takes the walk.
Section and center field available every game at T-Mobile Park, and on Tuesdays and Fridays you can score a t-shirt featuring this new design for the second half of the season. Mariners.com/J-Rock.
And that's going to be it for Logan Gilbert as he takes him out. And honestly, again, I don't want to take out Logan Gilbert. And they're doing this because of stupid matchups. He's not even at 100 pitches. He was actually settling down. Okay. And then they pull him out. Why do I even enjoy this game?
Came down to a game in Detroit. So you think we're gonna do for a 365 sign-up bonus? Yeah. And we're the did you win? Huh? It's wearing omelets. Exactly. $10 get $150 bonus points. Buy every DIY. It's more helpful.
Please enjoy this commercial while I eat my little lunch. It's this. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
Now we're back from the break. No, of course Logan Gilbert should be happy giving up the ball. They're doing some stupid matchups. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball.
Well, tough thing here, too, with the games like that, but you're basically burning spot for 1 out.
He was not happy.
We almost never see Gabe, or many really.
Now the pitch.
Gabe in particular.
Now it's going to be a ball throw to second base and not in time.
Carter with that first move go. Carter with good speed gets a good jump. And a whole lot of job to do. Throws the ball right on the money.
Dan plays with the stupid matchups and keeps burning his bullpen, knowing that the Mariners don't have a day off until and that's going to be in their first strike.
Lopez doing a good job. Runners in scoring position, getting 3-3.
It's now we're at 2-1, and that's going to be in their first strike. So now we're at 2-2. Carter is at second base. And the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And fouled again.
Ball over the plate. Lopez can't go forward. 2-2 still.
And the pitch. And fouled again. And you're just, again, if Logan Gilbert was pitching, then this wouldn't be a problem. Now we just wasted Gabe Spire in the 6th inning. Dan Wilson's such a moron. Now we're at 2-2. The pitch. And inside for a ball. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So we wasted Gabe Spire for just one batter. Should give him one more inning, but they're not going to because Dan Wilson's an idiot. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can try our hand-breaded chicken tenders, perfectly seasoned and served with a choice of sides, golden fries, fluffy biscuits, homemade mashed potatoes, creamy mac and cheese, fresh side salad, fresh coleslaw, plus enjoy a dipping sauce on the side. Come in and treat yourself to the best comfort.
Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this.
And we are back from the break. Okay, cool. Matt Brash being injured isn't the reason why the Mariners are having these problems. They're having problems because of bad manager, no leadership, players don't care. As the Rangers are leading 3-1. As I will be preparing to do the 7th inning stretch. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. We'll be doing the depressing Louie. Now the 1-1. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-2. Up high for a ball, 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be fouled again.
Be more than a get to adjuster, that's for sure.
Now we're at 2-2. And that's going to be a ground ball. And tossed over the first. That's going to be in time. And J.P. Crawford wants a challenge. Wonder if they're going to point to Dan Wilson for it. He's making a call.
Really nice play by Alexander.
No, J.P. Crawford's out by a mile. What? You be a baby. Just accept that you suck. Pathetic. Now here's Colt Emerson to the plate. Now the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Oh, come on. It's a strike. Just accept it. Idiot. Pathetic. Now the pitch. And foul ball. Cole Young is on deck. But we all know that Cole Emerson's going to strike out anyway. Now the pitch. And ball 3. That's going to be 3-2. Yeah, they're in the game, but they're really not. And the 3-2. And now it's going to be a base hit to left field. And Cole Young now has a chance to do some damage. He's got a man on first base. He finally has runners to work with.
Cole Young, wide right out.
Just I mean, you foul off some pitches, stay alive, let the player get the strike, let the ball drop. Spoiler, and then nice base hit.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball.
That shows me something.
I think I was more impressed with the 2 takes that he had on those sliders. His throws were awfully close with 2 strikes.
Lefty on lefty.
And the pitch, low for a ball.
Julio, you up next, and with that in mind, Schumacher has a righty up in his bullpen. Cole Winn.
As we are at 2-0.
First base, kind of tell him what to expect and what to look for.
And the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. And now there's runners at first and second with 1 out. And Julio's going to be up to the plate. But I don't know if Julio is going to do a thing about it. We're close. We just need a new owner. Yeah. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. The day that happens is the day North Korea surrenders and the day that China is no longer a communist nation. That's when it will happen. That comment right there. The day that happens is the same day North Korea surrenders, merges with South Korea under a capitalistic society. That's when it will happen.
Relive the biggest plays from every game without being abroad on British late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
The name of the business is Legacy Theater. We all were talking about how mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the corporate school system for 80. So we all started cooking her, so we decided to do the business, so we figured out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in our mother. So that's what Legacy Theater. And just remember that Legacy Theater is about people. This is what barbecue is all about. And this is why we do it.
Cooper should have led with that.
The Mariners are trailing by 2. They have 2 on with 1 away.
What were you just talking about? A bloop and a blast? Well, now it's a blast puts them in the lead.
Now we got Cole Winn, who has a 5.71 ERA. Does it really matter, though? And now it's going to be fly ball popped up into center field and makes the catch. And that's going to be 2 outs already on a 5.71 ERA guy. No, we don't have a chance. Don't be delusional. Julio pops out off a pitcher with a 5.71 ERA. Pathetic. Now here's Dom Canzone, and he's not going to do anything either. I guarantee it. And now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. They're not going to break their hearts. Well, at least it wasn't a double play, though. As now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball again. Goldie is just speaking facts. Too many times this season, Mariners has been in this game, but it does not feel like they're in this game. I know, it's pretty much. Because now we're at 2-0. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball belted to deep right field. Is that fair? That is gone. That is a 3-run home run by Dominic Canzone. Mariners take the lead to make it 4-3 off a huge home run by Dom Canzone. Dom in the Canzone. Dom in the Canzone. 3-run homer. Dom in the Canzone. But don't worry. Rangers will come back anyway, right? Oh, we really needed that badly. Dom in the Canzone. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field. Is that going to be enough? That is gone. Another home run for the Mariners back to back. That is Randy Arozarena with a solo home run, his 12th home run of the season. And the Mariners have now just taken a 5-3 lead, extending that lead. And I don't know. No, we already know it's going to be over. I mean, the Rangers will come back. I believe in the Rangers. They'll come back. El Rando Grando home run. Oh, man, they really needed that. Now the pitch. No, that's just going to be a replay. Dom in the Canzone. That barely just left the yard, too. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now it's going to be 1-1 on Josh Naylor. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's trying to join the party. And not necessary. As now we're at 1-2. As now we're at 1-2. As we're at 1-2 again. Josh Naylor's actually 2 for 3. I wonder how he's feeling right now. He seems to be a little shaken up. Texas Rangers with only a 20% chance to win. Yeah, that's cute. Well, that last swing did not look good on Naylor, didn't it? That was the first Mariners home run since opening day. What? What are you talking about? What is this guy even saying? And my back hurts. I'm going outside for a huge walk after this. As now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And Josh Nail is getting a little bit beaten up in this at bat.
When you kneel down, you expose a lot more of your flesh. She did. But was there nobody else that was crazy enough to be affectionate? Said, okay, I'll do it. How did they all wanting to be with the action? Wanting to be in charge.
Now the pitch.
Sounds like noodling.
I will tell you, you did take charge, baby. Did a heck of a job. And you still move around like you didn't catch. That's what's amazing. You're one of the few guys that.
Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And fouled again.
So the second part of that was true. Yeah. Maybe it's part of being a granddad, right? Chasing those kids around. It's all a good thing. Chasing mama around. Whatever it may be.
1-2.
That red number up on that scoreboard that says 4 sure looks really good.
Because now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to retire the side. But however, Dom Canzone came up with a home run and then 3-run home run. And then Randy Arozarena himself came up with a back-to-backer. And now it's time to sing the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because they just taken the lead, and they'll probably blow it. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hello, hello. Oh no, said we gotta go. Yeah. Hello, hello. Oh, baby, said we gotta go. A fine little girl, she waiting for me. She's not. Catch a ship across the sea. Sail all that ship all alone. We never think how I'll make it home. Hello. No. We gotta go. Oh no, said hello. Oh, baby, said we gotta go. Nights and days, I see. Girl, constantly. Hello. And we are back from the break as the Mariners just hit. They just taken the lead to make it 5-3, but we all know that the Mariners are going to blow this anyway. It's crazy that the Mariners have 11 hits and they've left so many men on base.
Celebration weekend, August 7th, Alumni Home Run Derby night. We're going to have to continue to report to watch another players competing in a close game competition. 23 homers, I got 58 games coming back. I used them all up. Well, the insurance you get right by Kenco Insurance got Kenco into Cooperstown today. Look at his MVP season in 2003, 34 with the power, 33 home runs. He drove in 125 OPS over 1,000. Pretty lofty walk rate going on with it. One of the best in second baseman of all time. What took so long? Dom Canzone with a massive 3-run homer. And it's something we don't see Gabe Spire do often. clinching with the lead.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball.
The game's the only reliever who feels this way. The challenge of having the adrenaline taking them out. Ramp it back up again. This is a
Now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike.
pitcher does this all the time, but it seems like a different game, a different situation for a reliever. I would imagine that the 2 home runs got him fired up. That adrenaline was a lot easier to kind of
Now the pitch,
on this outing.
and that's going to be a strike.
And his numbers against righties are pretty darn good too.
Oh, it's going to be a hitter's challenge. Come on.
Hitting for the left-handed batter, Josh Smith.
Oh, yep. Wasted the challenge. Thank you. Okay, yeah, you like Valley and Goldie and Angie should be pronouncing a slow pitch softball. What? This comment. Good thing you did not say that in April. You would have been burned in social media. And this is coming from someone that defended Angie, but dang. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. As now we're at 2-2, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. And that is going to be 1 out.
Defense on your toes, keep it moving, get it, rip it.
That ball comes in at 96 miles an hour. Running up and away from Foscue.
He's another guy that's picked up a little bit of velocity, right? Since he's come over.
Well, yes, and he's definitely throwing harder this year coming off the injury.
Savage. Just absolute savage.
Right there. Fun to talk to.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. Oh, no, man. Jared, come on, man. What are you doing? Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, you. Oh, you. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3 and 2 outs. Okay, well, Jared, do you think the same thing about Shannon Drayer then, or Jen Mueller? What about them? Oh, my gosh, you're a savage. But hey, this YouTube channel values on no blocking. Aren't you a savage? I know, this guy is like crazy, isn't he? Like, I want to star that comment. But who even said that? Like, home run since opening day? Way inside for a ball. Oh, bad man. I know. But there was much more factors than just that. How about Cal Raleigh hitting into a double play with, like, I think it was like the bases loaded. That didn't help either. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. Oh, my gosh. Wait, Shannon Drayer actually worked at a Starbucks? What is with this guy? Geno should have never been acquired. You mean Geno Smith? Are you talking about, or Geno Suarez? Should be a play. Throw to first in time. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Woo! Mariners needed that. And I'm going to stand up because my back is starting to ache.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki. Tiki tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. ready. Put it on top, man. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And it's you. A lot has changed over the last 60 years. Phones are smarter, and coffee got a lot more common.
All right, let's read this Shannon Dreyer thing. In 1997, Shannon Dreyer began working as a barista at a Starbucks coffee shop when a customer encouraged her to submit a tape for a sports radio contest at KJR, Seattle Sports Radio Station. One of the finalists, Dreyer was getting a fill-in spots covering Washington Husky men's basketball, the Supersonics, the Seahawks, and the Mariners for 4 years. 2003, Como hired Dreyer to cover the Mariners for their radio full-time. She worked there for 6 years before being hired by Cairo, her current employer. Since 2009, Dreyer has served as a clubhouse reporter, interviewing players and coaches before and after the games for the radio station. She wrote a Mariners blog for the Cairo website and contributes to the Seattle Sports website. There's more to say. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. On another note, yep, it is absolutely killing this team. No one talks about that enough. Dreyer said in an interview that while she loved baseball, she knew that she could not play or manage because she was a woman. She initially dismissed journalism as a career because when she was in college in the late 1980s, pretty much only women were working in sportscasting were ex-beauty queens and basketball players. Like Angie Mentick. Because we're at 0-2 the pitch, although she was a softball player. When she was hired by Como, Dreyer became one of the first American female sports journalists to travel with a team on their airplane. I didn't know about that. Because now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Oh, and that just hits Cal Raleigh in the hip, and he looks a bit shaken up. I think he seems to be okay, but that will hurt. That will leave one in the morning. I've been hit by a softball comebacker in the arm, and it is not fun to get hit in the butt. That is not fun. Dreyer said her gender was not an issue in the clubhouse, and that as long as she did her job reporting professionally, she was treated the same as male colleagues. Generally, players have treated her with respect, opening doors for her and ensuring she has a chance to ask her questions. She said she credited Mariners broadcaster Dave Niehaus and players Jamie Moyer and Ichiro Suzuki as being particularly helpful in her career. Well, that's good to know. And that's going to be a ball. Now we're at 1-0. And the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball to center field. And actually, that's going to drop in for a base hit. Now we got runners 2 on. Cal Raleigh and Victor Robles.
Okay, now take a look at this. You tell me that this isn't little vintage Reggie Jackson in the World Series. Watch this.
Oh, man. Dom Canzone. He knew that was gone. So Victor Robles is taking over for Weston Wilson. Probably should have put in Victor Robles before that. And Shannon Dreyer, she likes to keep her personal life private. And that's going to be a ground ball, double play ball, go to second and go to first. It's going to be in time for the double play. Now you got a runner at third base. And that's not going to make things easier. Now you got Colt Emerson to the plate.
Can you even feel anything? Or are you just floating?
In that case, yes, because it doesn't happen.
Now here is Cole Emerson to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball.
Then you round third base, and you're like, no. It's like going on a great trip, like going to Montana on a vacation for 7 days. And the greatest day is that first day, and it's always that last day.
Now the pitch. Now it's going to be ground ball, and you better run your butt off. Now the throw to first. That's going to be in time, and that's not going to leave enough room for the Mariners going into the bottom of the 8th inning. There's still 2 innings left. I'm not even going to show that story. Bill Kruger once said, your starters are starters for a reason. Moral of the story, if an opportunity comes up, just apply. If there is an opportunity, depending on what you're talking about.
Because do it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
What do you work on? Yes. Singles. This is the Burger King original chicken sandwich. Yeah, long. With a crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno. With a smoky, bacony fluff. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days. There's something about summer vibes. The music may change, but somehow the feeling never does. For generations, Chapman Automotive has been helping make summer memories. Chapman Automotive, making it easy since 1966.
Yes, maybe Thomas has ever seen evergreen.
That was something that no one had ever seen before.
Key Week Winter Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this. Ballroom Casino and Hotel.
You really think they win Game 7 if they leave Kirby in the game? I don't know. I think that game was doomed to begin with. Now we got Eduardo Bizzardo. Ah, fantastic. We're screwed. He was shutting them down, sure, but he had men on base every single inning. Now the pitch. And that is going to be up high for a ball. This does not look good already. Wyatt Langford's up. Now the pitch. And popped up. Who's got it? Nope, it's going to be out of play. Nice history from Seattle Television and Radio. Yep, I read that straight off of Wikipedia. If you've played baseball or pitched at a high level, you know that starters get better longer the game goes. Just like running backs. Now the 1-1. And that should be popped up, and that should be easy play. And Naylor makes the catch, and that's going to be one away.
Next stop, game day. Brand new community. Steps from the Linwood Library. Round the bases and come home to Enso. Visit EnsoLinwood.com today.
Well, you're talking about that, Bob. They face 2 of the good boys. You go against the 1-2. You've all been through a gym, and the Brown was still in the gym. It's not going to be not taking anything away from Brown. Sure makes it
Now the pitch.
fresh air to know.
And that's going to be a ball.
He's not going to go out and throw well. He's coming off a good outing his last outing, but win this one, you're winning the game tomorrow. Feel a heck of a lot better offensively.
So you feel like you stole something, right?
And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Holds you to 1 run to the 6th inning. But then if they can hold on, yeah. I mean, it's a phenomenal.
Now we're at 1-1.
We just got away with one right there.
And that's the way it should be.
And that's going to be a strike. Now it's going to be 1 and 2.
Especially talk about brash earlier on. That's a huge force. A lot more on this.
Now the pitch, and that's going to be popped up and foul. Oh no, and here's a fly ball drilled to left field. Forget about that one. A monster home run for Duran. That is his 11th home run of the season. And now it is only a 1-run ball game. And that's why it was devastating to not take advantage of the top of the 8th inning. And now it's just biting them in the ass.
This thing just spins on the inside part of the plate. Bryan had a couple of good looks at the fastball in the 2 previous pitches. But this one was just left out there on the tee. One out of run in. Here's Nimmo.
Now here's Brandon Nimmo to the plate. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Ahead 0-2. Lopez infield RBI single of the 4th.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be swing and a miss, strike 3. Now the pitch. And popped up. And if it's going to be not playable. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And it's going to be a foul ball. Yeah, I know, Jared, I keep wasting our bullpen pitchers, don't we? For basically no reason. Because analytics. Now we're at 0-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's going to be retiring the side. But however, I owe 10 push-ups and 10 squats.
Work like a team. That's why U.S. baseball and savings are designed to work together so we can win. That's the power of us. Summer is back, along with small light honey chicken, fresh grilled chicken. First, pure honey. Behind every DIY.
Oh, man.
Sometimes it's just a tap away. Because do it yourself doesn't have to mean all by yourself.
What you were gonna. Not gonna. Yes. Just say yes. And why not? Sleep. You're my age. It's one of the legendary moments. Stop it away. It's Miller time. We're going to be flipping around here for a while. We need to show you how it works. All right, what's first? We got a customer coming in the door. How do we do that? Say hello, pal. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's it's a journey.
Sherwin-Williams store.
Let's face the facts. Every team does better when they hit home runs. But for the Lakers, it's especially true. A team that is so reliant on the home run ball. When they don't homer, they're 8-29. It's 28 in terms of winning percentage in baseball. If they hit just one homer, they have the 8th best winning percentage, 43-25. Of course,
And that's going to be in there for a strike. As we are back from the break for Cole Young.
The right guy at the right time, the guy that's swinging a hot stick right now. Let's go. I like what you're saying. I like the vibe.
Now we're at 0-1. The pitch, low for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike.
A lot of change-ups, 42% of the time go along with the four-seamer and the slider.
And it's going to be popped up to left field and making the catch and collision. It's going to be one out.
Does a good job of going into a slot. Otherwise, this thing could have been really ugly. Well, like that left knee, that's hand contact.
That's a big old boy out there in left field. It's good to know neither one have made a blast, because that could have been ugly.
Is that happening so fast, Ron? If you're Langford, do you have any chance to slide at a different angle to get away from that?
You get to a point where there's no sliding. It doesn't happen. Luckily, doesn't happen very often, but both guys going and want to make a play, and it's just being aggressive. But usually, the shortstop will come
Now the pitch.
out.
And that's going to be in there for a strike.
You just hope good things happen. They both that up.
The last thing the Rangers can use is another injury.
Now the pitch.
Especially with that.
And that's going to be swing and a miss, strike two. Now the pitch. Low for a ball.
Andres Munoz has thrown the ball so well recently. That being said, it's been a long time since we've seen him. He did not pitch in the Red Series. He has not yet pitched in this series. There was a day off between those two. It's been 6 days.
Now we're going to do 1 and 2. That's going to be low for a ball, 2 and 2.
You look at when Munoz has been great this year, and you look at times that Munoz has been not as great this year. It feels like more times than not, one of the denominators there is that when he pitches more, he's better. When he has long
Now the pitch. And that's going to be liner and fouled.
So it's been essentially a week since we last saw him on the hill.
It's not an easy thing to just come out there and pick up right where you left off after you had not had that
Now the pitch, or no, that's going to be Munoz in the bullpen. Only a 1-run lead. That's going to be inside for a ball. Definitely need a big hit, though. Now the pitch. Oh, inside. That hits Julio. Now he gets to first base. Now it's going to be Dom Canzone at the plate.
First base, giving that throw what his context to first base. Maybe what to look for on his script. Is he a new, very easy explore guy? What could it be? Is it a pattern?
Now here's Dom Canzone to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
And also help with it. Looking fastball, maybe first couple of pitches. So he can't run over there first.
It's 5-4 Mariners. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Mariners need a man up and trade for Mason Miller and Adolis Chapman. At least Miller for sure. I mean, I wouldn't trust Chapman because he's kind of a playoff choker, so no thank you on that one. But definitely Mason Miller. As now we're at 0-2 for Canzone. Now the pitch. And fouled again. Why would we ever have faith in Seattle? What is there in Seattle to have faith for? Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-2. The pitch. And now it's going to be a liner to right field, and that is going to be a base hit. Fair ball going into the corner. What is Julio Rodriguez? He's got to run for that, and he's going to try to score. And now the throw, no throw to the plate, and Dom Canzone comes up big with an RBI double to extend the lead to make it 6-4. Dom in the Canzone. I was like, Julio, you got to run. What are you doing? Why are you hesitating? Yeah, went all the way to the corner. And Julio didn't really run his whole 100%, though. You would trade Mount Rainier for an entire roster? I mean, yeah, we'll give him a volcano. Now here's a Rosarena. And that's going to be low for a ball.
Big run for the Mariners.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball.
The Mariners needed somebody to step up. Dom Canzone has done that here this afternoon.
Now we're at 2-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball.
Let it rip, especially after your last 8 games.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
second base, 1 out.
Now we're at 3-1. Now the pitch. And swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. Okay, no, I wouldn't say that. I mean, we're at least losing 1 because Luis Castillo's pitching in one of them. Now we're at 3-2. And a 3-2. And now here's going to be a liner, and that is going to be a base hit. I don't think that's going to score in the run, though. That's going to put Canzone at third base. But the Mariners are still trying to tack it on. Let's really do it. Canzone is the best hitter on the team and has been for the last 3 or 4 months. That's actually a very fair statement.
Their bullpen, a familiar guy, number 50 now for the Rangers. That opening day starting pitcher for the Mariners, Marco Gonzalez. Getting those 4. But our guy,
Marco Gonzalez is now in the bullpen for the Texas Rangers. Happy for him that he's still hanging around a baseball roster.
Someone recently called up, so he got to go back to the victims. What's that?
I got a good feeling that this guy could play. He's had some great ABs, especially of late. He's going to do something special right here.
Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, double play ball. Throw to second, throw to first. That's going to be in time for the double play. And that is going to retire the side. Now we got Andres Munoz coming in. It's up to him to get the close, get the save, which I don't see really happening, though. You have faith, don't you? Who do you think will win the game against Philly and New York? I really don't care. Canzone saved our butts today. It's not over yet, but it's been a solid offensive performance. Yeah, I guess so. You can say that. I mean, we were about to talk about getting swept by the Rangers. By the way, you want to see some damage? That happened to me in softball on Friday. I tried to make a sliding catch, did not go well. Scraped my arm and scraped my knee. It was not fun.
Ask your doctor if it's right for you. You're unbelievable. Behind every DIY, there's more help than you think. Sometimes help is delivered. Sometimes it's just a tip away. Because for yourself doesn't have to mean always what you were doing. We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper. But we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake the Whopper on the spot. And the next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee. Because there's a new kid, and it's you.
You don't remember every ride, but somehow they all matter. Hurry in today and save on every new vehicle at Chapman Chevrolet.
That was something that no one had ever seen before.
Now it's going to be up to Munoz, which I really have no faith in right now. It's 6-4, and it's been a while for Munoz to get a closing opportunity. It has literally been 6 days. He has 17 saves out of 22 opportunities. He has been pitching a little bit better, but his numbers still are not enough to... I mean, with his numbers, it still sparks the conversation if the Mariners should go for Mason Miller. It just depends how much they're willing to haul for. Now here's Evan Carter to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. That was on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Munoz does pitch every 10 days. It's very true. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And he does not challenge the call, surprisingly. Now we're at 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball again. Now the pitch. And strike 3 called, and that is going to be 1 out. Nicky Lopez. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball.
All-star closer for the Rangers this year has thrown 22 to the top of the leaderboard. We're here in Arlington.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled.
There's some relievers who just start continue to pound the zone when you know they're coming in a very difficult situation. You try to get guys to chase.
Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball.
Go with your bread and butter. Make them beat you with your bread and butter. Don't get beat on your secondary pitch, especially if you've got a little bit of pitch. Solo's not going to hurt you.
Now we're at 1-2. Outside for a ball. Made 2-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's going to be 2 outs. And Mariners are just 1 out away from snapping a 4-game losing streak. That is a nasty pitch. That was a splitter right there. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball. It's going to be 0-2. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. That's going to be 1-2. As we are at 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss and strike 3. And the ball game is over. The Mariners finally break their losing streak. And that may, I'm not saying that saved the Mariners season, but it definitely might save the series, especially as long as the Mariners win tomorrow with George Kirby on the mound. But it was all thanks to Dom Canzone, Dom in the can zone and his home run. We absolutely needed that. I am just exhausted from this game. I'm glad I did it though. Oh, it looked like it was going to be hopeless, but I guess the Mariners commentators talking about 95, maybe that sparked them. I don't know. I think it was more like I was trying to kick them in the pants and speaking all negative, and maybe that worked better. So let's beat up on those Texas Rangers. Let's do that before going into Los Angeles. The job's not done yet. Still have a chance to even the series. That also means that the Mariners are just 1.5 games out of the division as well. So let's really get this victory. Anyways, I'm going to take off. Thank you very, very much. And everyone have a good day. What a win for the Mariners. If you intend to go to the next Mariners game or any event, use my promo code Rooftop Sports to get $20 off the purchase. And go Mariners!